Morning, welcome back. Decided to take us out on a little road trip for a couple of days to build this barbecue hut in sunny Windlehurst near Stockport, near Manchester. You've seen us build barbecue huts before. This is a special barbecue hut, very special, because it's actually two barbecue huts joined together by a corridor, which looks something like this. As you can see, it is two barbecue huts and not one, and it's going to have a spa in one end, and it's also going to have a barbecue at the other end, which is going to be very funny because, as you know, for these barbecue huts, they have very, very small dwarf doors. So basically, once we've got it all laid out where the customer wants it exactly, we're going to have to put the spa in it and try and work around it. So it's going to be very difficult. Didn't bring the sun with us at all. It's been raining most of the mornings. Gave us a little bit of break to unload one of the pallets, and now we've got to unload the other pallet and the barbecue pallet, and then we can just crack on getting it put up. So it's in for today and tomorrow and possibly Thursday. But it is a little break from that Watford job and home, so I'm going to enjoy it. We're staying about 6 minutes down the road in a place called Oak Lodge Country Guest House or something. But I've got my boots on, so I've got dry feet, so I'm happy. Got very cold hands, very wet. But it's not going to get any better than this. That's as good as it gets. We did have a big bonus though, because usually we have to handball all this stuff into the customer's garden, which is a bit of a ball ache. Luckily, because it's a very tight driveway here, it was delivered to a trailer company over the road, and they have a guy with a telehandler who actually telehandled them off the lorry and onto the customer's own trailer and his little buggy over there, and then they brought it all the way up here, and he brought the telehandler up here as well, and he unloaded it into the garden right next to the vase. So that's probably saved the best part of nearly half a day. So I'm not going to waste the other half a day talking, just going to get building. Build.
Everybody out in the world, stop messing around. Calling all you freaks and nerds, you're just missing what you want. My brother's going down the drain, my sister's living the dream.
Trying to cut down on my smoking by trying vaping, because Emma's bought some and they smell really nice, so I bought some myself, but I'm just finding them really, really harsh. Unless I've got a mild sore throat or not, I'm just not getting on very well at all. Right, that's all the barbecue hut unpacked. Now we've got the actual shape of it is on exactly where the customer wants it, because we're going to have a nice big like veranda area by the looks of it out the front, which is going to have a balustrade and overlook down his wonderful garden. So yeah, it's all unpacked, we're all ready to go, but it looks like it's sun come out, it was lovely, and now it's come over all cloudy again, so I think we're going to have a quick cup of tea. We need to go and find a sandwich shop as well, because these two dumbasses, in the hurry of getting ready this morning, left their lunches at home. So I have an abundance of lunch, they have nothing, so we need to pop to a sandwich shop, which Tom, the customer, has said is probably about a mile up the road. There's like a sandwich shop, there's takeaway, and there's just all sorts. So we're going to do that, and then here it comes, literally on the money, peeing down, cup of tea. Making a bit of headway into it now, we really are. Did have a bit of a problem though, because the centre floor, which we thought would be square, and obviously the floorboards just run in line from hut to hut through the corridor. No, it's the other way around. So they run in line in the huts and then the other way around in the corridor, which is rather confusing. So we had to take 3 walls down, unscrew the bases from the floor, turn the middle section back round, and then we had to put all the sides back on, screw it all back down, put all the trimmers back on. So back to where we are. Weather is very inconsistent. As you can see, sun one minute, rain next minute, then sun, then rain, and right now, sunny and rainy. So yeah. Also, I was beginning to think this village didn't have a railway station, but the T train finally arrived. So now we're like refreshed. We'll get back out in the sun and rain and do some more. Try and get up to the roof before we clock off today, but it all depends on the weather, because it says, well, it changes. It says it's not going to rain from 3 o'clock, then it says it's not going to rain from 7 o'clock, then it's going to stop raining now, then it's going to be peeing down now, but the sun's out and it's almost vest weather. So it is what it is. You just carry on building these double bubble barbecue thing. Got the hot tub in though, that could just stay there in the way. We ain't going to touch that anymore. That's not our job. It was just to have it in there and build around it. Morning. Straight away, the weather is looking so much better today. Honestly, yesterday it was absolutely rubbish. It was just stop, start, rain pretty much most of the day, to the point in the end it just absolutely hammered it down as we were packing up. But weatherman said it's going to be slight chance of rain around about lunchtime, but the rest of it is looking much better, so we can try and crack on. So when we finished yesterday, we checked into our little B&B guest house, which was lovely. Little old lady ran it with a budgie, and it was really nice. We had a little breakfast this morning. Couldn't get nothing to eat out last night because everywhere was just stopped serving food. So went and played a few games of pool, had a couple of pints, won most of the games of pool, and then we got Chinese, went back to our room. Up nice and early this morning, had a B&B like all-inclusive breakfast, which was just about the right size. I was a bit reluctant to want it after the Chinese last night, but it turns out it was just like one of everything: one sausage, one bacon, one egg, one bean. So we're back here now. I'm going to crack on because of discrepancies yesterday with the roof. I want to try and get the rest of the roof up and just get as much as we can and see if we can go home today or not, and hopefully the rain stays away. Right, the shell is finally up. Not been straightforward, to be honest. There's been things that have been nailed and screwed backwards from the factory abroad somewhere, Finland, I don't know. Anyway, but the actual structure is up and screwed together. So now it's all the tedious stuff, which I've just been doing the little shelves on the outside, and then they have an extra run of shingle tiles on the bottom, and now I'm going to start going up the ridges to do the ridge tiles. And then once we've done that, and the ridge tiles go along from hut to hut through the corridor, and we could actually go inside. But the trouble is, we've actually been joined by an army of electricians, which we did not know were coming today. So they've like been underneath and pulling cables and drilling holes and being in the way again, like they were at the other job. Not these, obviously, the same guys, they're different. So yeah, we are going home today though, so it's going to be a commute of 2.5 hours. Come back in the morning and then hopefully get finished off. If we don't finish today, I'm pretty sure we won't. Just had a phone call from Emma at home. Very random things happened. Rosie and River May have gone with my brother to the park, and she was feeding cheddars to a squirrel, and the squirrel's bitter. So now we've looked into it, and they can carry some sort of diseases and stuff, which is not good. She's all right though, and 111 I've just said keep an eye on her, so we're going to do that. So yeah, Jordan's going to do the internals, I'm going to do the externals. Connor's stripping all the ridge tiles for me because I don't want to do that, and yeah, going to go and slip and slide on the roof. these fiddly little bits on the roof are exactly that, very fiddly, very sketchy as well. This is quite a pitch on this roof, so holding yourself on there to get these bits on. These bits I've just brought up, they are really, really heavy, but I've got them both in place now, so the only thing left to do up here for now is get the, see over there, the big brown flue, the brown flue thing for the, go down here through this hole where the hot tub is, and then screw it down, screw that one down, and then I can get down off the roof. But I need to get down anyway to get screws to screw it down. Morning. Final day on this double bubble barbecue hut. We've just arrived because we travelled home last night, come back this morning, about 2 hours and 25 minutes to get here. Good news is, it's a beautiful sunny day. Bad news is, about 90% of the work left is internal, which is a bit frustrating because it's been rubbish and rainy for the last 2 days, and now the sun's out and we've got to be stuck in there. Unless we build a barbecue outside, which we could do, but we've got to be careful because Jordan just built the flue canopy to go above the hot tub out here, then couldn't get it through the door, so we had to take it apart again and go through and then put it back together again. So I don't want to do that. But yeah, so we should get finished today, trying to get it done as quick as possible so we're not travelling home too late, because we're still working Friday and Saturday on this like Jubilee weekend. But yeah, so the customer is quite happy because as a finishing touch on these buildings, not always, I think you have to pay extra for it, you actually get a deer's head, which then goes up here like this. He was quite chuffed, but not that chuffed, because 5 minutes later he came out, because he shoots and stuff, he came out with his own one, which is a lot bigger and nicer, so he wants us to put that up there instead. So I might take that one home, put it in my shed. Yeah, good idea. Right, so I need to get a drill, get some screws, and then put these benches together, which are really, really frustrating because there's two different kinds of benches systems in these barbecue huts. One of them you just get all ready made like L-shape brackets which you screw to the walls, and then you just fit the benches on top. Not these ones. These are floating benches, which means you have to put all the little bits together first on the floor in place, and then lift it into place, screw it to the wall. Not keen on the idea, but it is what it is. I've got to do them ones and not have the L-shaped ones that are already made up. So I'm going to go and do them in a minute. Yeah. Like, I'm not a fan, seriously, I'm not a fan of them benches at all. The other ones, like I said, they come in a pre-made L-shaped like bracket with a support bracket on that side, and you literally just screw them in place to the walls of the building, and then you just put the top of the benches straight on. These, it's just floating. It's floating on like 70mm screws, just screwed in all the way around, which personally I don't think is like the wisest idea. I think over time it'll just start moving. If it had some sort of leg support, like one at each end and a couple in the middle, then yeah. But the way it is, it's just, well, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But it is what it is. So now what I do is put the top of the benches on, offer them all up to the equal gaps, like in between them, and then screw them all down, and then two sections will be like a folding bit with legs to form a bed. Not that anyone's going to sleep in there, really. But it is what it is. That's what they're there for. So we're going to do them, and then it'll just be the barbecue left, and then we can go home. Nearly there, very nearly there. Probably got about half a dozen trims to put on. Jordan's doing a bit of filling and sanding right now, and then we've just got to put the little tabletops that go around the barbecue on, tidy up, pack our stuff away, take a few pictures, go home. Rather tired though, really am. It's so I was up at 5 o'clock, we left at 6. We've been here since 8:30 we got here, and it's now 4:30. So yeah, proper flagging. Can't wait for this one to be out of the way, really can't. Just wish I had some kind of bank holiday weekend to look forward to, but not a chance because working again tomorrow and Saturday. Could work Sunday, but no, got to put a foot down somewhere. So get this finished, get packed up, and hopefully get home. Done it. Finally done it. A little bit later than planned though. I wanted to finish at 4 o'clock. It's actually nearly 7 o'clock. So that's 3 hours too late, which means I'm not going to be home till about 9, half 9. So that's the first day of the bank holiday weekend going to be gone when I get home. But you can see it's a big building and there's been so much little niggly things. There is niggly things to do on these barbecue huts, but that's a double barbecue hut. So it's double the niggliness. If that's a word, I don't know. But it is finished. Like I said, we didn't have another day to come back on this. We had to finish this today because we've got to be in Watford for day 2 of the bank holiday weekend tomorrow. But never mind. Customer, sound guy, tea train, not very good. 3 days, 1 cup of tea. But he more than made up for it by dropping us 50 quid to buy a drink on the way home. Which I think I might just do that because it's bank holiday and we deserve it. So thank you so much for watching the videos. I hope you like the videos. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, all that sort of stuff. So I will see you all soon in the next video. But I'll leave you with some footage of the Derbyshire Dales if you want to watch it in the outro. If you don't, it doesn't matter. I'll see you soon. Goodbye. Money.